Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. Today we are customizing this beautiful R34. Now I know it's typical of me to do this in every single game that we possibly do, but let's be real, it's the ultimate car. It is the car. The car of cars. There is no car better. It costs 73,000 in this game, which is actually pretty close to what it costs in real life nowadays. So let's buy this car, pop out of the shop, and get this upgraded. I'm super looking forward to this. This is actually the first time I have driven this car in this game. I don't think I actually played with it when I played the game early. Anything. All right, let's have a listen. How does the car sound? Does it sound like it did in the last game, or does it sound better? It sounds similar to the last game. It sounds pretty good. I do find it hilarious that the cars pop as a standard. I maybe removed the restrictor, have I? Anyway, yes, this car is going to be one of those that stays in my collection for a long time. It's going to be the ultimate car. It's going to be the car that I do so much to in this game. I'm going to throw so much money in. Look how much it turns. That's kind of ridiculous. I wasn't expecting it to turn this much. This all-wheel drive boy does not feel properly all-wheel drive, though it does have rear wheel steer. For those that didn't know, yeah, the hiker system. I like the hiker system name. It sounds so Japanese. Here we are with my baby. Now, the power and everything looks pretty low, doesn't it? And it's certainly 139. It isn't a massively fast vehicle, to be completely open. But the first thing we need to do is get the visuals done. I know, it's a little bit backwards, but hey, that's how we're doing it. I already did my real car performance-wise first. So this is the Z-Tune front bumper. So that's exactly what we're going to go with. It looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit weird. So maybe it's just the lighting of this garage. The thing that I want the most... Oh, that's actually the hood I have. This hood right here. So this is going to be essentially my dream spec'd Skyline. This is exactly how I would want it to be. Eventually, it's going to take a while. I'm going to put on those Z-Tune fenders as well. It's pretty much just going to be a Z-Tune spec'd R34. Oh yeah, baby. Get on my skillet. Side skirts installed. Now, the diffuser. This is one thing that I actually don't have on my car as of yet. A diffuser, which I probably... Well, I definitely really want to throw on. See, I'm not sure about blacking out the lights on this car. Maybe if the car was black. But this is something I actually really wouldn't want to do. And the wing, those that don't know, I have the standard wing, but I have had like an extended kind of lip on the plate, on the wing. And I prefer the standard. It's very strange. When I hoped and dreamed of owning this car one day, I never expected to keep it mostly looking standard. I know, it sounds really strange because, yeah, normally it would be the complete opposite. I actually really like that Sunline Racing exhaust. Like, you know me, I'm the big wang man. That's my thing. But the Skyline's wing, it suits it as it is, and those perfect wheels. A little bit of work later, and we are pretty much here. So the main things I've changed, you can actually see I've got carbon along the bottom. If you want to know how I did this, I'm actually going to jump into Delivery Editor now to get you on it. So there is actually a carbon sticker, but it's too light. It doesn't match the front lip of the car there, so we're going to go into decals, and you can see we have got two layers. So we've got a black layer on top of the carbon decal. I'll just show you where the carbon decal is. It's just in here. Very simple to get to. And then a black decal over the top. And on this we have a transparency, slight transparency on there, just to make it a little bit darker. I think that was a really cool idea. It just make it pop a little bit more, you know? A little bit more pop. I have to do the stance on the car because it is pretty not great. And one thing I changed compared to my actual car, I've gone for satin metallic, I think it was, black on the wheels, which is something I wanted to try because it just looks so good. And this is something I definitely want to consider to do to my actual car. Now, the gloss is an awful thing to have to clean every 5 seconds. Anyway, that looks pretty cool. The exhaust sound is coming up next, so let's have a quick listen. Very cool. It's an RB. What do you expect? Now, let's play through these settings and get a good one. I think this is where we're going to be. Sounds pretty good. I quite like that idea. For the underglow and stuff, I actually did put some of this on as well. I put the nitrous on. I've put a truck horn on. The truck horn just sounds hilarious, so that's... It has to be done. And for the underglow, as I said, blue and the Nos blue. And I don't do tire smoke or air suspension. It doesn't need it. I think this is perfect. I'm more of a function over form type person, if you will. Anyway, that's that. Now, I did share this livery. I know it's very, very basic. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it, but I thought I'd share it anyway, just in case you wanted to. Something else I did is installed a whole bunch of performance parts and made this thing properly race and road options, which means it's going to grip like hellfire, which is what I want to see. It's how it actually handles. Now, one thing, again, I wanted to mention, the turbo setups and the aspiration setups, I've gone for a turbocharger, which is a single turbo setup. You can go for dual turbos, and there's the turbocharger setup that I've gone for, and you can go with a supercharger. There's actually the ability to go for twins or single, honestly, I had no idea this was a thing, and I hoped it would be a thing. Like, there's so many things that I request, and this was actually what I requested. I requested it probably after they actually implemented it, but I genuinely did not know. We've got an upgraded Nos Tank over the ones that we're using on the Let's Play, and I haven't actually tried the auxiliary ones yet. We've got the kill switch jammer, which is probably very useful, the Nos refill, and we've got all these as well. Something very interesting with this car. We've got the normal engine swaps. This is the normal. This has got some modifications now. It's not as a standard. Actually, no, that would be the standard engine. Okay. Anyway, carrying on, we've now got a V6. I do like the noise of the V8s. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't put one in this, but now this one interested me a little bit. This is a forged inline 6. Now, granted, it seems to me that this is the exact same engine we've got, except it has a bunch of parts, Super Plus and Sport. So this is better than the one we have currently. And the capable horsepower seems to be higher. I'm very intrigued. There's a forged engine. What? That's crazy. Now, this current car, we can actually see the horsepower there is actually lower than my actual car, because we haven't unlocked everything as of yet. We've pretty much got all these to go, which, yeah, it's going to require a little bit more grinding. But now we jump out into the day. The business about to go down. Look how good it looks. This is the best car in the world. The best. There's no front lights, I've noticed. I'm going to show you that. In the very front of this bumper, the Z-Tune bumper that is glorious and holy, it's actually holy. There's nothing there. You can kind of I can see the tires through it. Interesting. I think there should be white lights in there. I think the intent is supposed to be black lights, but ooh. I'm so glad the exhaust tuning is here. The sound effects of the everything is so much better in this game. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So actually they invited us to a race there. Let's accept it. We get a 40% bonus. If you play with other people, you get a 40% bonus. That's what we figured out. Oh, it's pretty point and shoot. Damn. This is good. I'm not exactly sure how grippy this is going to be. There seems to be like a level of grip. Most all-wheel drive cars refuse to drift. So let's see. Oh. Oh, okay. So this one still drifts. Now, we've spoken about this before and how you can fix this issue if you don't want to drift in your grip car. Brake and slowly power back on. You see, normally it would have skidded there. See, if you mash the throttle, that's the issue, because it thinks you're pressing twice to get the drift. Oh, look at that! It's still going for it. Jeez, man, that's crazy. The lights are flickering. It just doesn't know what to do. But we're in a race with the RB, baby. This is gonna be good. There's the guy that we're racing with. He's beeping at me. This is awesome. I actually got invited by a randomer. Perfect. Here we go. Launch, baby. Yes. Give you that 40% bonus, mate. Don't worry about it. But I'm sorry you aren't going to win this race. This is a race for the Pantsman Majit in the RB. Bit of a skid. I wasn't sure where the road was, to be honest with you. Yeah, I kind of wish it didn't slide. I wonder if there's anything we could do with the handling options. That's something I definitely want to play with, because ideally I don't I want my grip car to grip and nothing else. I don't want it to slide. The Evo 10 is totally capable of doing that, so I may make the Evo 10 my grip car of choice. The two Nos bottles are so much better. Here we go, baby. Let's smash this race. We already are. I feel bad. He invited me. He probably needs to win this race, right? I mean, that's his intent. I don't think you actually need to win. I think you maybe need to come top 3. Or is it like Forza where you don't have to win at all? It's so much quicker than my other cars so far. Properly 150. We actually did decide to put in a level 7 gearbox too. Sorry, level 7. A 7-gear gearbox, which is... I don't know how this is going to help. I don't think we actually needed to do that right now. I don't think we're actually going to manage to get up to the 7th gear, at least in the auto box. Unless we already did. Maybe we already did. Let's just try turn full throttle. I love it. We can do that now. Did we actually get to gear 7 a minute ago? We may have, and it may just be blind. I'm so glad to be doing this. I'm so glad to be driving my baby again. This car is going to be 1,000,000 horsepower. 1,000,000 bajillion. Don't worry about it. But the forged engine, I'm very interested to know what that does. In my mind, surely there has to be an advantage over it's just a fully upgraded normal engine. I don't think it is. I think they forge it so that we can actually get it to, so maybe this engine and a couple of other engines, they have a forged option so you can keep the inline 6 and get it over 1,000, because we actually struggled, I think, to get past about 1,000 last time. That is my logic, and if that is the case, Ghost, I am very, very grateful. I think we're about to leave this guy a mile behind. I don't know my yards to miles. I'm going to be honest with you. Yards to miles confuses me so much. I really, really don't know. I don't know what number it ticks over, because it's not 1,000. Because you can see 1,000 right there. Come on, get it a mile. Give me about 1 double boost, baby. 1.1? 1.2? No, it's not 1.2. I think we might finish the race before we can even find out. 1.3? I know it surely has to change to a mile at some point, right? All right, there you go. Technically, I gave him the bonus, so technically he probably still made more than he would without me, but I still feel bad. I still feel bad. Get off your phone. 31K. Damn. Look at the this Skyline looks so good. Oh, nice. I'm out of the race way before he is. That's pretty cool that you can do that. Anyway, there you go. The RB26 powered R34, which can be forged, which will be forged. I promise you, I'm going to forge it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.